George, can you share again that story that you told me about the woman who was in Atlanta?
Sure, Dennis. So yeah, her mother lived here in New Jersey, and yeah, her only child, her daughter, lived in Atlanta, and she had the mother had fallen. She's a widow. She's living home alone. The mother had fallen and broken her hip, and had to go into hospital for surgery. And then from the hospital, she went into rehab. And while she was in rehab, the daughter was able to talk her into selling her home. The woman wanted to go home again, as you know, most of us do. We want to live in our house where we're comfortable. She talked her into going into assisted living, but now she needed to sell a house that she had grown up in, she was raised in, and there were 50 years worth of stuff that had accumulated in the house. And if you've done this yourself or you know anybody, it's just an overwhelming task. It's like, where do we start with this? And the idea is to get the house in a condition where it can be placed on the market and shown as quickly as possible. And what typically will take a family 6 weeks, I've had clients who worked on their parents' home for a year trying to get it cleaned out, and they still had not, after a year, they practically scratched the surface and called us in. So we can get that done. We can get the house cleared out in 2 to 3 weeks. It's all it takes. And by clearing out, we come in and we sort and we organize. We decide what has value and can be sold. And we will run estate sales and auctions to liquidate those household items. What items can be donated, and we'll take care of handling, getting all those donations taken care of. And then which items are just need to be disposed of, or actually there's a fourth category, which items are going to go with other family members. Family members are going to take what they want out of the home. And again, all of that can be done in just a matter of 2 to 3 weeks, and the house is prepared and ready to be put on the market.
No, that makes a big difference, I can see. So George, we got right into the story. Can you tell me a little bit about you and your company?
Oh, sure. Yes. The name of the company is Caring Transitions, and we are a local company here in New Jersey, and we provide, as mentioned, we do cleanouts, we do estate sales, and a whole host of other services, all tied into what's needed for a relocation. Now, the relocation could, the selling of a home and the relocation could include people who are relocating because of a job, a career change. It can include people who are selling their home because of a divorce. It can include any of those people. And we do all of those. We're certified, trained, and we happen to specialize in seniors. It is an extremely stressful time for seniors, and our whole approach is to remove as much of that stress as we can, because you know, when we're young, we don't know where to start with this job. As a senior, especially if you're alone, it's just too overwhelming to handle. We work closely with the realtor and with the probate or the estate attorneys to make sure everything gets handled properly.
Excellent, excellent. So as far as your contact information is here, how do you prefer to be contacted?
Pick up the phone and call. You can text us and we'll call you. You can go online to the website and there's a form to fill out. And it starts just with a simple, no obligation consultation. One of our employees will come over to do an assessment of the situation. And then from that point on, we'll talk to you. We'll talk through what are the options that make the most sense for you, and then we will give you pricing. I'll tell you exactly what, whether it's a estate sale, whether it's a clean out, what that is going to cost.
So, yeah, we had to do that with my uncle's place, and we used you, and we highly appreciate it. It was wonderful. Can't recommend it enough. So, George, what would you like to leave people with as we wrap this up?
Yeah, it's you're not alone in this, and most people they they're not really aware of everything that's involved in cleaning out and relocating until they get into it, and then the list starts to become endless. It doesn't hurt, it doesn't cost you anything just to get a consultation and to have an initial discussion to see which of our services might work for you and might help you, but you don't have to go it alone. You don't have to, there's a lot of stress again in these situations, and we can help you to get through the transition as pain-free as possible.